Alright, so you are looking at the art of Hilma af Klint, who really was the first abstract artist many years before we had Kandinsky or Mondrian or all these other men who are credited with creating modern abstract art. No, she was the first. And unfortunately, because of her being a woman and also because of her spirituality, she was kind of brushed aside, unfortunately, by history. It wasn't until a whole basement full of her paintings, which are now on display, the paintings you saw in that video, were found in her abandoned house. She asked that the basement not be opened until 20 years after her death, which it was, and they discovered that she was the one who came up with this novel concept of not drawing things as they were, but drawing things as they felt. So, first things first, I'm going to give you a checklist for this, okay? You can use as many circles as necessary. You can trace as many circles as necessary. We're going to have different round things for you to work with. But you do, somewhere in your abstract painting, have to have at least one seashell, one flower, and one pyramid. Okay, because those are common motifs throughout all her paintings. So I'm going to go with this big old circle. Okay, so I'm just going to do an example here. So I'm going to go with a big circle. I'm going to go with little circles. She is also very fascinated by life cycles. If you want to copy mine, you can. I'm fine with that. Kind of messy, and I don't care because I'm working with my thing. Arches, okay, vining things. So like I said, you can use as many circles as you want, unless they get overwhelming. Okay, sometimes less is more. So just remember that. At least one pyramid. Okay, and it can be just like the Pink Floyd pyramid, kind of how she used. I don't know if Pink Floyd had any idea who Hilma af Klint was, but we're going to go with that. I'm going to break it up with horizontal lines. What I want you to do is you will have a piece of watercolor paper to do your design on. I would recommend you do a rough draft in your book first, but since this is relatively easy. Okay, so I got a pyramid. We need at least one flower. And it could be easy flowers. You saw some of her flowers are very easy. I really like flowers and I don't like them to be easy, so I'm going to go with a water lily. So the circles, at least one flower, at least one pyramid, at least one seashell, and that's easy, you just do a spiral line. Maybe it will remind you of something. Vines, and she kind of had this interesting swoop-de-woo. That she would do. Okay. So those are my 3 things I've asked for: a flower, a seashell, a pyramid. Okay. As many circles as you need. And what I'm going to do with this, since she liked life cycles and I have a water lily, I'm going to build off of that. And I am going to have the life cycle of a frog. Okay, so sometimes just that interesting, fun playing around stuff with that can make it interesting, can tell a story. Some of her art can be interpreted as telling a story. Okay. Just negative space here. I don't like. I'm gonna fill that in. Okay. But go ahead and try a Hilma af Klint style abstract work. Okay. And remember the things that you need: 1 seashell, 1 flower, 1 pyramid, and as many circles as necessary to make it interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll put another circle back here just to help break up this background. Okay. And that did help a little bit. I'm going to put another one here. Just freehand these. Okay, if you need to look around the classroom to find something that is round that you can work with, okay, go ahead. She's very fond of round, feminine kind of shapes. So, you're going to outline with permanent marker if you want, and then you're going to watercolor your abstracts. Think big solid shapes of color. She didn't have a lot of detailing or patterning or texturing with her art, so think on that as well as you paint. And I can't wait to see what y'all have done. Alright, we'll see you later.